You're watching India Decides. A lot of what you saw earlier on the program was perhaps sad news, not very optimistic, but we leave you with something and someone special. I'm joined by Shreya Vardhan, a class 12 student of Delhi Public School, R.K. Puram in Delhi. She's created a record by scoring a perfect 2400 in a SAT test and in a TOEFL test for admission to foreign universities. Shreya joins me now. Thanks so much for joining me. Just looking through your resume, because it's one heck of a resume. You secured a full score of 2400 in the SAT reasoning test. You scored 120 on 120 in the TOEFL test, 800 and 800 in the SAT subject tests in chemistry, physics and maths. Now, no one from any school has done this. What's your secret formula?
There isn't one. It's just that when I gave the test, I wasn't thinking too much about how impossible it is to get a score like that. And all I did was I did lots of practice, and that helps because then you know about the pattern and it all follows from your schoolwork. So I think I was just focused at school, and then the test just followed from that once you practice enough. So.
Hello viewers, welcome to Sounding Board Part 3. Thanks for your overwhelming support for the last two episodes. It has been fantastic to see your response to the videos. The kind of people who saw the video, I really appreciate your support and your feedback, your criticism, everything. In the prelude to Part 3, we spoke about the 3 factors for success. If at all we would want to see these migrant laborers, kids, to come up in life. So we did a bit of research and we found out that India in 2020 is celebrating 10 years of Right to Education Act. Absolutely. It was inducted in 2009, which was included in the Article 21A, where Right to Education Act recognizes the fundamental right of every child in the country to access education, regardless of the caste, color, creed that he comes from, regardless of the financial strata that he comes from. Education has to reach every child in the country. Now, as a result of that, the number of schools in the country has increased almost 50% in the last 10 years. If I just look at the data, you will be surprised to know this. India has got roughly 1.5 million schools. We are talking about 15 lakhs. For 138 crore population. On the flip side, if you see, China with a bigger population, much more populous than India, they have got now there are pros and cons to it, which we will get into it later. But that's a surprising fact. Now, number of schools is one particular thing. The second is, of course, the Right to Education Act. The third is the midday meals. That is a huge motivation for kids to come to school, because the kids who come from the rural sector, the rural part of the society, they lack nutritional meals. That's one amazing thing that the government has done. The previous various governments have done, which is ensuring that the midday meals are being offered to these kids. The fourth factor is to bridge the gap between the rural schooling and the urban schooling. digital learning, smart classrooms were introduced. I read about this particular case study where Child Fund India had helped a particular project in Andhra Pradesh to ensure that 5 schools were digitally equipped. And again, an amazing, astonishing fact, which is the Samsung Smart Class. Samsung company had ensured that 2 lakh students, they receive digital education. They had trained close to around 8,000 teachers on how to do your basic pedagogy using digital boards, which is amazing. So smart classrooms is the fourth thing. We did speak about the rural electrification in the previous episode. For the viewers who are new to Sounding Board, you could perhaps go back and watch it. The Deen Dayal Upadhyay Grama Jyoti Yojana, which was rolled out from 2014-15, which ensured that most of the villages, were electrified. Most of the villages, the government ensured that they had access to electricity. So these are the immediate opportunity that they have. The question is, how effective is this opportunity? Because that is where the preparation comes into play. With all these opportunities, like the number of schools, the Right to Education Act, the smart classrooms and electric connection, midday meals with corporates and NGOs supporting, the opportunity is there in the country, but how effective is this opportunity? That's a huge question, right?
As George Orwell rightly said in Animal Farm, all are equal, but some are more equal. Will they ever be able to contribute to the progress of Bharat without compromising on their self-respect?
मेरा नाम भोजराज कंवर सक्तावत है। मेरी एज 25 इयर्स है। मेरे खुद की पढ़ाई मैंने बड़ी मुश्किल से की है। 10th के बाद में मेरे को पढ़ने के लिए मना कर दिया था, क्योंकि फिर 10th के बाद में बॉयज स्कूल में जाना पड़ता है। फिर भी मैंने मम्मी के सपोर्ट के कारण मैंने MA कर रखी है। अभी मम्मी नहीं पढ़े हुए, इसलिए मम्मी का सबसे ज़्यादा सपोर्ट मेरे को मेरी मम्मी का रहता है।